Welcome to Headlines Simsbury. I'm Karen Handville. The town of Simsbury announces that construction of sanitary sewers is underway between 88 Seminary Road and Firetown Road. All efforts have been made to minimize travel inconveniences. However, certain phases of work will require cooperation, for example, when leaving or entering driveways for short periods of time during the day. Road closings to through traffic will occur during working hours, but emergency access will always be provided. The work will progress through stages that include installing the sewers and lot sewer laterals, repairing the pavement and lawns, and final cleanup. First Selectman Lisa Hevner and Deputy Director of Administrative Services Sean Kimball, who serves as the town's risk manager, recently accepted the Members' Equity Distribution Check from the Connecticut Interlocal Risk Management Agency, also known as CARMA. CARMA is the municipal insurer for the town of Simsbury and Simsbury Board of Education. Receiving its share of CARMA's $11 million Members' Equity Distribution for 2015, Simsbury was given a check for $24,612. Since the inception of CARMA's Members' Equity Distribution in 2011, the town of Simsbury and the Board of Education have received in total close to $100,000 in member distributions. CARMA chooses to make the distribution unrestricted so that its members, like Simsbury, receive a check directly to put to use for the town or schools. Today, Melissa Brett addresses summertime lawn care.
Hello, my name is Melissa Brett. My husband John and I own and operate Weldon Hardware here in the center of Simsbury on Station Street. During the summertime, your lawn can get very stressed. The sun beats down on it, people walk all over it, it's thirsty, and weeds want to take over. Yes, it's rough out there in your yard, but you can follow some of these easy tips to help your lawn cope with the stresses of summer. Heat, dry weather, and foot traffic are major stresses for most types of grass. Others include weeds and bugs, but they can become worse when your lawn is already suffering. When you walk on well-watered grass, the grass blades spring back. On a dry lawn, the grass stays beaten down and the grass itself can be damaged. Also, heavy foot traffic on wet soil can lead to soil compaction, which keeps air from getting to the grass roots. Now keep your mower blades sharp and high. Dull mower blades shred grass so they can lose more moisture than they would with a clean cut. Also, the shredded tips turn brown, making the lawn look dull. Most grass types prefer to be mowed high, so set your blade at one of the highest settings on your mower. Taller grass grows deeper roots, and deeper roots can reach moisture that's further down in the soil. We encourage you to sharpen your mower blade at least twice a year, but if you hit any rocks or have a tendency to mow branches, check your blade every month. If you have sandy soil, mowing will sandblast your blade to dullness very quickly, where you might need to sharpen your blades 3 or 4 times a year. Now, stressed out lawns aren't growing, so feeding them won't help much. Instead, fertilize before the hot, dry weather arrives. Now, once the weather cools down and rain returns, feed again to help your lawn recover quickly. If you water, do it early in the morning. Morning between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. is the most efficient time to water your lawn. Less to lost evaporation, and your lawn has time to dry off before the nightfall. Watering in the afternoon is throwing water away to evaporation. Watering at night invites disease. Half an inch twice a week or 1 inch a week should keep your lawn refreshed. Now, don't try to plant grass seed during the hottest months, if you can hold off. If your lawn is prone to heat stress, you might want to overseed in the fall with a grass that's been bred to handle heat and drought. Kentucky bluegrass is a very heat-tolerant type of seed. Now, if you have any other questions about maintaining a healthy lawn all summer long, don't hesitate to ask us. And if you have a topic that you would like featured on this segment, let us know. Visit our website at www.weldonhardware.com. I look forward to the next edition of Headline Simsbury. Remember, we're at your service. Thank you, and God bless.
The Sunken Garden Poetry Festival continues on Sunday, August 9th, a unique outdoor arts event held on the grounds of the Hillstead Museum, a National Historic Landmark in the heart of Farmington. This outspoken celebration of Asian poetry event will feature Lee Young Lee, award-winning poet, and Tina Chang, poet laureate of Brooklyn. Between 1 and 4 p.m., visitors can take a self-guided tour of a special display of rarely seen original Japanese woodblock prints from the museum's collection. Hillstead's Asian collection also includes porcelain, fine and decorative arts, and other collectibles amassed by the museum's founders during their travels. Picnics are welcome and food and wine can be purchased from festival vendors. Guests should bring their own chairs and blankets to relax among the flower beds in the historic Sunken Garden. Gates open at noon with a prelude at 2 with children's activities. Tina Chang begins at 3 p.m. There is Chinese classical and folk music at 3:30, and Lee Young Lee begins at 4:15. For more information, you can call 860-677-4787, or for tickets, you can go online at hillstead.org. Wednesday, August 19th, the Sunken Garden Poetry Festival wraps up the season with Connecticut Young Poets Day, with gates opening at 4:30, prelude at 5, and the opening poet starting at 6 and music at 6:30. Millwrights at the Farm is a collaborative dinner series for charity hosted at the community farm. Proceeds benefit Gifts of Love, a local nonprofit organization that provides basic needs services to the greater Hartford community. Each dinner features culinary experiences from Millwrights chef Tyler Anderson and one other collaborating chef. The next dinner on August 27th will feature Chef Jeff Lizotte of On 20. The dinner will start at 6:30 p.m. and will feature the best of locally grown foods for $95 per person, which includes tax, food, and beverages. The community farm of Simsbury is located at 73 Walcott Road. For more information or to reserve your seat or table, you can call 860-651-5500, or you can visit Millwrights at millwrightsrestaurant.com/shop. Another fundraising event is Doncaster Retirement Community's 7th annual golf tournament, to be held on Tuesday, August 18th at the Wittenberry Hills Golf Course in Bloomfield. There will be a dinner, silent auction, and raffle at the end of the tournament. The cost for players is $200, which includes 18 holes of golf with a cart, lunch, and dinner. Proceeds from this event support the many programs and activities, the transport services and financial resources to local nonprofit organizations working to enhance the health and vibrancy of the greater Bloomfield community. For more information or to register, you can call Vanessa at 860-380-5021, or you can email her with the address on the screen. Debbie Payne and Susan Chapin Manzi are here to talk about the Drake Hill Flower Bridge photo contest.
I'm Debbie Payne, and I'm here with Susan Chapin Manzi, and we're from the Old Drake Hill Flower Bridge Committee. And we hope you've had a chance to go spend some time on the bridge this summer, because everything's in full bloom and it's simply beautiful. We're so proud that the Yankee Magazine named our bridge the best bridge stroll in New England. And because the bridge attracts so many out-of-towners and tourists, we've created this new flyer. It's got a catchy title, Make Your Bridge Visit Complete, Eat. And the flyer lists 39 great restaurants and eateries in the downtown Simsbury area, and the map shows where they can be found. As most of our viewers know, the flowers on the bridge are planted and maintained by a team of dedicated volunteers. And we get the money to purchase the plants, the supplies, the baskets, the boxes, maintain the irrigation system, and pay the water bill from a number of sources. First, donations, and we so appreciate the generous donations that we receive. Then we have our yearly subscriptions to the baskets and boxes. And we're also very fortunate to have the support of some local businesses that donate services and materials to help us out. But we also rely on some fundraising to raise the amount needed to keep the flowers on the bridge. Our biggest fundraiser is our June Burgers on the Bridge. Also, Bill Seelig Jewelers of the Drake Hill Mall here in Simsbury recently created this beautiful, unique silver pendant, which features one of our flower baskets. It was designed by local artist Debbie Leonard, and Bill is generously donating proceeds from the pendant to the Flower Bridge. Susan and I are very excited to tell you about our newest project. Our note cards are probably familiar to a lot of you. They're sold at local stores and at our fundraisers, and they're very popular because they're such a beautiful way to showcase the bridge. They can be used for any occasion. There's 8 to a pack, 4 different views, and they're sold at a very reasonable price. But from time to time, we come out with a new edition of the cards, and we're going to do something a little bit different to get the photos for our upcoming edition. We're inviting the public to enter the Old Drake Hill Flower Bridge 2015 and first ever photo contest. First of all, Susan, can you tell us why the Bridge Committee decided to have a photo contest for this edition?
Sure, thanks, Deb. It's time, as you had mentioned, periodically we do need new cards, and it's time for us to get cards. And we just thought this would be a really fun way to get the community at large involved. And we just thought it would be fun to also have some new perspectives on the bridge. It's just ever-changing, so we thought it would be a great time to have a fun contest.
Susan, who can enter the contest?
Anyone can enter. That's the beauty of this. Anyone, any age, young, older, however, and it could be an amateur or it could be a professional. Anyone can enter.
Right.
And they don't have to be from Simsbury either. Could be anywhere.
Right, okay. How can someone get the entry form or the registration form, what they need to submit something?
The registration form looks like this, and it's quite detailed, and there is also a waiver form on the back of it. These forms, which have all the information on it, can be located, of course, on the bridge. There are several that are there, and it's stocked almost daily. They can also be found at the Simsbury Senior Center, the Simsbury Public Library. We also have them located at the Simsbury Town Hall, of course, and the Simsbury Park and Rec.
Okay. What about a timeline for this contest? When should the photos be taken, and what is the deadline?
We're looking at this year for the photos to be taken anytime between June 1st of 2015 through September 1st of 2015.
Okay, so they must get their submissions in by
September 1st.
Okay.
And with the mail, we're allowing them no later than September 5th.
Okay.
Okay.
What format should be used when you submit a photo?
Okay, this is a great question because the formats will depend upon how someone chooses to submit their entry. And may I mention again that each entry must have one of the registration forms that go along with it. And there's a couple of different ways. One is if you want to actually send a photograph that's going to be placed on a note card, the photographs need to be 5.5 inches by 4.25. This is the size paper that we need for our note cards. And if you were doing a photograph as an actual hard copy, you need to make sure that the photograph fills the entire page, as in 5.5 by 4.25. And you also are not going to put any border around it. It needs to fill the whole page.
Right.
Okay? Now, if someone were to do this via an email, we do on this form, we have the email highlighted where to send that to. And that's to the flowerbridgephoto@gmail.com. And again, this information is detailed on the form, which you must submit with every photo that you're submitting.
Now, tell me a little bit about the subject. What is the committee really looking for this?
For us, for our actual cards, what we're looking for are things that showcase the actual bridge. For the contest, we really need photos of the bridge, the flowers that are on the bridge, and the fauna of the bridge.
Right, okay. Now, to actually submit their photos, can they do a mail-in?
Yes, absolutely. If they were to make an actual photograph, as I mentioned on the front of a card, if they were just to send in the photograph, that would be sent to the address, again, is on the registration form. If they were to send these in digitally, it will list the actual address for you to get on the website.
Is there a limit? How many photos could an individual enter?
Great question. Any one person can enter up to 4 photographs.
Okay. Once someone has submitted photos, what happens to the photos?
Okay, these photos are being looked at by our committee, and if they're chosen, these photos are going to be going onto our new set of note cards.
Okay. And are there any additional rules that people should be aware of?
Yes, there are, and it's all outlined again on our registration form, as well as on the back of the registration form. We have all of the contest waivers and release form. So when they're signing this, or they'll read through this, and all that information is on there.
Good. How will the judging be done?
The judging is done by 3 members of the Flower Bridge Committee, and the members, what we're going to do is there's a number that's going to be assigned to every photograph that comes in, pardon me, and that number is an ID number for that particular photograph. And so the judges will not know who is actually submitting the photographs, but they're only going to get the number. So that's how we're going to be looking at it, and they will be judged.
So it sounds like the only people that don't enter the contest would be the judges, and
Correct.
the judges would have no idea if they were viewing photos from a friend or a relative. Okay, well,
That's
that
right.
sounds like a very good plan. When will the winners be notified?
The winners will be notified by September 10th.
Okay. And how will the winners be recognized?
The winners will be recognized by every card that's printed of their photo. On the back side of that photo, it will have their name. So we will recognize them that way.
Well, it would be quite a thrill to have your photo printed on hundreds of note cards and mailed all over. That would be quite a thrill.
Absolutely.
And I would bet we would probably look to doing some kind of article in the local paper announcing the winners. And,
Yes.
Wouldn't it be fun to get them together here too?
Yes,
And maybe
I
do
think
a
that would be
little
wonderful.
reveal or
Perhaps
a little
we could do
interview.
that.
I think that would be nice. Well, I think we've about covered that. We're looking forward to lots and lots of entries and printing our new 2015 edition of the note cards. And as always, thank you to all of the supporters of our beautiful bridge. Without you, there would be no flowers on the bridge. Thank you.
Just a reminder that the Simsbury Public Library's book collection ends on August 19th. If you have any donations, please bring them to the library on Tuesdays or Fridays from 10 a.m. until noon, or Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. This year's book sale is scheduled for September 12th and 13th at the Simsbury High School. If you have questions, you can call Charmaine at 860-651-4192. Each year, there is another batch of ambitious high school students preparing for the SATs. Students will have the opportunity to take the full-length practice SAT exam on Wednesday, August 19th from 1 to 5:30 p.m. at the Simsbury Public Library. Take advantage of the practice test so you will be prepared for the real deal. Pre-registration is required, and you can call the library at 860-658-7663 or online at simsburylibrary.info. If you are over 50 years old, try the Farmington Valley Mixed Seniors Bowling League. Teams are forming now and will start in September. Bowl at the Simsbury Rock and Bowl on Tuesdays from 12:45 to 3 p.m. from September until the middle of May. Wrap the season up with an awards banquet featuring individual and team prizes. Both regulars and subs are needed at this time. If you have any interest in joining this fun group, call Carol at 860-676-2711. Mary Doyle Clark is here with this week's Senior Center update.
Hi, I'm Mary Doyle Clark, and here's what's going on at the Simsbury Senior Center. Travel with us to the Mohegan Sun Casino via deluxe motor coach on Monday, August 17th. The bus will depart at 8:30 a.m. and return to Simsbury approximately 5 p.m. The cost is $23 for advanced registrations and $30 for same-day registrations. The trip includes round-trip transportation, a $15 voucher for food, and a free bag. For more information or to sign up for this trip, contact the Senior Center. Join us for our next Monday supper on August 24th at 5 p.m. We'll be featuring a baked potato bar. Enjoy your choice of white or sweet baked potato with chili, sour cream, cheese, lots of vegetables, and more. Make it the way you like. The cost is $3 and reservations can be made through the Senior Center. Our September-October edition of the Senior Center newsletter will be available on August 19th. If you're on our mailing list, why not consider picking it up instead of having it sent to you? It helps us by saving on postage, and it benefits you by having the newsletter the day it becomes available. Mailing the newsletter to your home can take up to a week. If you would like to sign up to pick up your newsletter, simply call or stop by the Senior Center. The Simsbury Senior Center is located at 754 Hot Meadow Street in the Eno Memorial Hall building. Our hours are Mondays, 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m., Tuesday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Fridays, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call us at 860-658-3273 for additional information, or go to our website. Thanks for watching. See you at the Senior Center.
Doncaster's Art and Science of Graceful Aging series will present a community discussion on congestive heart failure on Thursday, August 20th at 3 p.m. This free and important discussion will focus on signs, symptoms, treatment methods, and identifying risk factors in daily life. Advanced registration is required. You can contact Fran at 860-380-5006 or email her at fkent@doncaster.org. The Simsbury Social Services Department is once again offering a back-to-school program for Simsbury residents. Eligible families will receive a Walmart gift certificate to purchase school clothes or supplies for their children. To be eligible, families must be enrolled in a social service program either at the state or local level. For further information or to set up an appointment, call the Social Services Department at 860-658-3283. And remember, the first day of school is on Wednesday, August 26th. One of the largest and best attended arts and crafts shows in Western Connecticut is held in Simsbury. The Simsbury Women's Club's 46th Annual Arts and Crafts Festival will be held on September 19th and 20th on Iron Horse Boulevard. With over 100 juried artists and craftspersons participating, there will be landscape, seascape, still life and portrait art, photo art, fine and costume jewelry, pottery, blown glass, garden art, clothing, handcrafted soaps, lotions, and other personal care items, all from talented artists around the Northeast. Hamburgers, hot dogs, home-baked items, and beverages will be available for purchase on the festival grounds. There will also be an antique car show sponsored by the Valley Car Collector Club. Admission for the event is free, with plenty of free parking in the lots adjacent to the festival grounds. The event will be open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. both Saturday and Sunday, rain or shine. Iron Horse Boulevard is within easy walking distance to area restaurants, shops, the old Drake Hill Flower Bridge, parks, the scenic Farmington River, and biking and walking trails, making this event a wonderful day outing for the entire family. SCTV would like to thank the college students and all our volunteers who have helped over the summer while some of our regular volunteers had some time off. And now that these students are returning to school, SCTV is asking for your help. Please consider volunteering. Running a camera in the studio typically takes about an hour of your time, but it is priceless to the producer of the program who needs crew to make the show happen. SCTV is your station. Come be part of the fun. With this election season coming up, we expect to need more help than usual to meet the candidates. Call, send us an email, or stop by for a tour of our studio in the lower level of Eno Memorial Hall on Hop Meadow Street. Find out how easy it is to be part of local community television. If you missed anything in this program, you can watch this and all the other programs produced by the community on our website, simsburytv.org. That's it for this week. I'm Karen Handville, and we are SCTV, your town, your schools, your government.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.